That's what Anna was. Wow. So it might be twice a month by drive.
Because of snow?
Yeah. In August. Yeah.
It's raining so bad. Daniel got hypothermia. There's an inch of water in every tent. I don't know what we're gonna do. We're out of drinking water. It's all been compromised.
So here is just one of the many reasons as to why I feel so uneasy about this Burning Man situation. As all of you all already know, they are blocking people from traveling to the area. There are literally still thousands of people who were trying to make it to Burning Man, but they are blocking them from doing so. They are blocking anyone and everyone from trying to travel to the area. But that's understandable. It's basically impossible to make it to the area right now. So even if they allowed people to do so, they would get stuck very early on along the way. They already have 70,000 people out there trapped. The last thing they need is more and more people getting trapped while trying to make it out there. There's no way you're going to make it out there on land. Maybe with some type of crazy military vehicle, but even tanks and stuff like that, you would get bogged down in this mud and in these floodwaters. It's virtually impossible to make it out to the area. So blocking people from coming in, that makes sense. But here's what a lot of people don't know. Not only are they blocking people from coming in, they are also blocking people from leaving. They are telling all of these people down there that, hey, you can't leave. You better shelter in place. You better conserve your food, energy, and water because you can't leave. They got the whole area on lockdown. They've shut down flights. So I don't know what would happen if by the graces of God, you somehow managed to try to escape. I don't know what would happen to you. I don't know if they would allow it. I don't know how that would go down because they're literally telling people that they can't go anywhere. You can't leave. Now, I understand that it would be dangerous for people trying to leave. I understand that if people tried to leave, they would probably not be successful. But when you're trapped in a situation like this, and everyone just wants to get out, and if you can get out, that's the best case scenario. But meanwhile, you have the government telling you you can't leave. Even if you could escape, you can't go. You're not supposed to go anywhere. That's going to make people feel weird. And if it makes me feel uneasy from the comfort of my own home all the way across the country, then think about how these people feel who are high out of their minds. You know, they've been tripping balls for a couple of days, and now they have people telling them, hey, you know, you're not allowed to leave. This is basically, all of you all are on lockdown. Now, I know that Chris Rock managed to escape somehow, so good for him, but most of these people aren't going to be that lucky. But at the same time, it's dangerous. You know, the only way out of there, I would believe, would be on foot. But the mud is so crazy and so deep that every step you take, you're sinking like damn near to your knees. People are having a hard time traveling from tent to tent that are right next to each other. People are having a hard time traveling from RV to RV. So imagine trying to walk miles and miles in the middle of nowhere in the desert through this crazy mud. People would get stuck. People might even get lost or die along the way. I would not be surprised that within the next few days, we may hear that people were found. You know, they stranded, got lost, got stuck in the mud while trying to walk out of there. You never know what may go down in this type of situation. So I don't know, maybe it's just me, but the fact that they're telling these people that they cannot leave even if they could, when the number one priority should be getting those people out of there, but they're telling these people, no, you can't go anywhere, that does not sit right with me. But also, these people are already running out of food and water. We are in the beginning of all of this, folks. This is not the end. This is the beginning. People are already running out of water, and they're running out of food. They're running out of supplies. Because the majority of the people that go down there, they're not going down there thinking about food. They're not thinking about water. They're thinking about partying. These people are geeked up. They're rolling balls on freaking Molly, ecstasy, you name it. A lot of them don't plan on eating for a couple of days straight. So it's not like they packed a lot of stuff. And a lot of people simply go out there with nothing but themselves. And they expect other people in the community to feed them and give them water and drinks and all of this stuff. And listen, that maybe flies in a regular Burning Man festival, you know, when everyone's having a good time and there's no problem. But things like that aren't going to fly in the middle of this disaster or whatever you want to call it. So people are already running out of food and water. It's looking like they may still be here. They may still be stuck there next week. I don't think they're going to get out of there anytime soon. And they're already running out of stuff. So when you have 70,000 people crammed into the same area who are running out of food and water, and a lot of them are inebriated and stuff, like I'm telling you all, it's going to get bad. But let's hear from someone on the ground who's actually out there. I'm going to roll this clip, and then you know I'll be back with more thoughts.
Hey guys, a lot of people are asking me about the truth of Burning Man, like what's actually happening. So what's actually happening is that yes, there are 70,000 people trapped here. We cannot fly out, we cannot drive out, we cannot bike out. Pretty terrifying actually. You know, in some ways it's been fun, in some ways it's been scary. The ways it's been scary is a lot of people that are in tents and that are in yurts are completely flooded. A lot of people have run out of food and water, and some people are stealing things because that's what happens when things get weird. There's a little bit of this like Lord of the Flies vibe, if you remember that book, where things just might get really weird. So we're okay today, but I think it might get worse. We've also heard of vandalizing of art, which is pretty terrifying. But the good news is that most people right now, the sun came out for a second. Most people are in high spirits. There's music playing, people are dancing. People are still preserving a lot of energy because that's something that might happen. The big storm's supposed to come tonight and Sunday, which means we might be here till Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday next week. It just depends. And we don't even know. Like, we don't even know what's going to happen, which is pretty scary. Personally, we have enough tuna for the next month, so I'm okay, but...
Oh God, this is not going to end well. So we are in the beginning phases of this situation. Lord knows what it's going to turn into. You know, things may go well and there may not be anything to worry about. But considering the fact that people are already saying that they're running out of food and water, considering the fact that this lady just went ahead and said, oh, people are already stealing and vandalizing stuff. Like I told you all before, all this kumbaya, oh, we're hippies, we're living off the land, we're all brothers and sisters, we love each other. That stuff goes out the door really quick when that high comes down and the food and the water runs out. So people are already stealing. This is like day one of the situation, basically. Maybe you could say day two or whatever. This is the beginning of this situation. We have days and days and days to go. Apparently, there's going to be a big storm in the area today. So you can go ahead and say, all right, it's Sunday. There's going to be a big storm. So we know they're not going anywhere Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday. It looks like Thursday may be the earliest that they get out of there. You know, and you may think, oh, that's just a few days. Those few days are going to seem like a lifetime for some people who are crashed out. They've come down off of whatever they're on. They don't have access to any more stuff. They probably are all parched. They're all freaking dehydrated from partying and taking whatever. No water to drink. No food to eat. I'm telling you, really quickly, you will see how savage people become. And really quickly, you will see the true nature of the Burning Man Festival. All of this, oh, we're all together and all blah, blah. Half of the people out there are rich, selfish snobs. It's not cheap to go to Burning Man. A lot of these people paid thousands of dollars to be out there. I don't have a problem with the people there, but it's not the same crowd that it used to be. Like I was telling you all before, a lot of these people are like rich crypto bros, you know, like random businessmen and people like that. They're professional people who like literally rage out for like 1 week or so a year at these Burning Man festivals. And they take, you know, part in this ritual or whatever this thing is. Because if you look at the Burning Man festival, it looks like a satanic ritual, you know, in many ways. But we're not even going to go there. A lot of people would be offended by that. But the reality of the situation is you will see the true nature of people very quickly. All the holding hands, we're going to help each other. When people run out of food and water and they're not, you know, tripping on stuff that makes them feel like they're so in love with everyone and they're so in love with nature, people will turn dirty, mean, and ugly real quick. And it's already happening. They're already stealing stuff. They're vandalizing art for Lord knows what. Who knows what's going to happen next? We know there's one confirmed death. Hopefully there won't be any more, but I'm pretty sure there will be. Let me know your thoughts though down in the comments below. While you're down there, hit the thumbs up, hit that subscribe, ring that notification bell, and I'll talk to you all very soon in the next video.